And go. It's starting. Whoops.
Blind.
Going in blind? Oh, you are blind. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Retroverse Show podcast number 3.
Whoa.
It's not catcast.
No cat.
No cats. Sorry, no cats.
We're trying to get... though. I would make a meow every now and then.
Please do. Feel free. I mean, just meow it up. Meow to the sky. We are trying to get the third Retroverse triplet in here.
Our Pixel Pal.
Our Pixel Pal. Our co-host Pixel Pal. He's not...
Our foreign correspondent.
I can tell he's not viewing because I can see it. It's fucking...
What is he doing?
Okay, I gotta open up this. We'll get him in. Pixel Pal. So Chris will be joining us today. Yep. You may remember Chris from the 3 videos he put out. He's been in community stuff, like he's been in stuff with the
going
group.
In blinds.
Yeah, some going in blinds and stuff. Stop playing videos. I don't want that. Get out of here, Facebook. Christopher.
That was a cool front flip.
That was a cool front flip. Would like to access my contacts. Okay. Whatever. So yeah, we're just waiting on... We're sorry. We don't know how to add people to the thing. We don't know how to make it into a hangout. I'm trying to work it out as...
Retrocast 3.
Retrocast 3! Okay. So what do we have to talk about in the meantime?
Well...
Have you got something that we can discuss while I fumble?
Well, Chris might want to discuss it as well. How about we go through like some shout-outs to begin
Some
with?
shout-outs are good. That is a good call. Mustache as always. Mustache, your logo makes me so happy. I can't help it. I see it. I'm like, I want to watch that video. Mustache has been really good. I've been catching up on Desiree, the alien videos from Desiree. I had half an hour of internet in my hotel every day, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch a bit of. I'm just gonna watch, and like my girlfriend was asleep, so she didn't want the internet. It was fine.
I was the same. Actually, I only had like 500 megs. So I had to like use my time. Yeah, you had to pick what you wanted to. I was trying to just catch up on the alien stuff because I wanted to just nut through it kind of thing. So that was interesting. It was cool. Yeah. Got this recording and stuff. I went Watch Me Game. Watch Me Game? Some of his. Fantastic. Good, a good guy to watch. What did I watch though? I should have really wrote down what I watched of each person. Kind of got into like, if you have a look at my list. Yeah. It's kind of a mess. Get that listed up. Yeah. Anyway, so that was Watch Me Game. I think, I watched his podcasty. Oh, you did too? Yeah, so did I. Yeah. I saw that come up on the Twitter when you liked it, and I was like, awesome. Oh my gosh. And grab a pint. Grab a pint. Chat. That's another. I catch up on Grab a Pint Retro Thursdays and stuff while I was away. It's keeping up with my shows, my stories. Ooh, I watched Konami Master Play Evil Within. That game's psycho. What is going on with that game? Because I haven't watched any of it yet. And it's yeah. Like a demonic Assassin's Creed, but you're playing from the victim's point of view or something. That's what I got from it. Okay. What? How long did that go for? How long? So I watched 2 episodes until we got to like these woods. Yeah. Wandering around the woods, and it's like got zombies and stuff in it. Okay, that's cool. It's kind of like a city that goes to hell. Sort of like I don't know, like the Silent Hill movie with the fire underneath, and it's It seems like it was kind of like that, like all the floors had that Silent Hill vibe. Who made it? It's made by someone famous, like a survival horror like master. I don't know. He's I think he was the guy who made Resident Evil or something. Like I'm gonna get in real trouble for not knowing. I really suck at names. I was reading about him the other day because it was like this was meant to be his like magnum opus of survival horror. I'm gonna tweet out. It's pretty freaky. But yeah, I think it's like overly gory. I like my personal opinion. I like to be scared like gradually. Yeah. So you sort of you're not thrown straight into the whole. No, oh my gosh, psychotic murder is everywhere, and I'm in a pool of blood. It's like I like it just to have an air of mystery to it. So you're sort of wandering around. It's like, what is even going on? And even I don't like it all to be filled in. I like to have
there's the spaces in between. That's it. It's like the negative space really contributes to the horror more than anything. Like that's what was crazy about Alien Isolation from what I've been seeing. It's just like these gaps where you're like wandering around and you just like you could be dead at any second and stuff. It's like I think that's a really interesting sort of tension to build into it. I have heard that the evil within suffers from a bit of overgore and a bit of
that's what I felt.
A bit of too much shock.
Like it started off like he walks into an asylum. I don't know. It starts off like they're in a cop car and they're like, "Oh, come to the asylum."
Okay, cool.
And everyone's like murdered, and then like you're walking around. Konami Master was just walking around, and all of a sudden it's straight into the action. Like you're hanging upside down. There's a guy with a chainsaw. He's chasing you through this asylum. You get out of the asylum, the whole city starts collapsing.
That sounds like very beautiful.
The crazy. What's his name? Visual. Is it Altair?
Altair, the guy from Assassin's Creed. Ezio
Auditore. He's meant to be. What do they call him? Like a psychologist, one of those crazy psych. People.
Okay.
But he looks like I don't know.
Ezio. He's just got
just like standing there with his hood, but he teleports. He's like teleports somewhere else.
He's like an Enderman.
And then I don't know. It's weird that game.
Chris.
But it's pretty good.
Chris is long gone.
Short-lived.
If you show up again, I'm sorry that took a little while, Chris. If you're watching this, and I'm the only one wearing headphones like a dingle now because of you.
Wait, I don't even have mine plugged in.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm listening to all this crazy Raven music, and I'm just like. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Evil Within. I'm interested to check it out. I don't think it's something I want to play necessarily because it looks spooky, scary.
Yeah,
and
I like watching the scary ones.
That's it. It's like having a great horror movie. It's my thing. It's like and that's what I think I said it with the Alien Isolation stuff I was talking about last week. I was like, it's like watching these alien movies with like your friends and stuff, and it's like great. It's really fun. Yeah, it's really cool. I also enjoy it. I wanted to do more. I went away for a week. I want to do more. I want to do more horror games, more spooky games. Spooky Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. Let's just carry it on for another month.
Just turn into a horror channel.
So many games to finish anyway.
I know. I got to finish something eventually. All the games I play are procedural. It's weird. Yeah. Cool.
Taco Bay 07.
Taco Bay 07.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Hello, my friends.
Sorry. His vlog.
I didn't mean to steal that.
His vlog at a park. And that was pretty good. And
I haven't seen that. I read the title, and my girlfriend saw it over my shoulder, and she was like, "What the fuck do you do on YouTube? Like, what is it that you do?" No, I know. I bet it's really funny. I bet it's great.
It's just like insightful into someone else's life, and it's just
it's nice. It is really sweet.
I watched him talk about tunes as well.
Tunes,
like, cartoons.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tunes. Yeah.
Tunes. Cartoons.
Saturday morning tunes. And
I'd love to talk about Saturday morning tunes. We should do a different podcast.
Yeah. He was saying how like in America they had Kids WB.
Yep.
That's only just showed up in Australia, hasn't it?
I mean, we've had it. It was always in different time slots or something weird, or it was like only on Sunday mornings or something.
I've noticed now they changed the host to this like guy who's like really just like no expression really. It's just like, now we're gonna watch this show. It's like, what? Before it was like this really scrawny dude who was always doing funny stuff.
Yeah, like I remember that guy.
Yeah. Now it's just like, I think he's like a footy head or a footy player.
And he's like beefy jock kind of guy. It's just like, I fucking love. I love Warner Brothers. I want to watch more Looney Tunes.
But at the same time, like the shows, they don't really play any good shows. I find it's always like Good Luck Charlie. Or all those Disney dramas, sitcoms.
Oh yeah, those things.
I mean, at the same time, they're pretty good. But once you've watched a lot of them,
I
that's what Saturday morning is now, anyway.
Yeah, I know. My guilty pleasure is like Nick sitcoms, like because they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Like I don't know. I really like Nickelodeon stuff right now.
Like iCarly.
Yeah, iCarly's actually really funny. Yeah, thank you. Someone else is fucking with me on this. Hey, Chris, can we get you in? Hide from the rogue presenter.
He's showing up.
Yeah, he's right here. Oh my god. My headphones back.
Look, I need my headphones.
Yeah, plug in. Oh! Whoa! There he is! I can see him! Hide from broadcast? No. Wait, I can hear him, I think. I think I can hear him. His face is all fat. I'm not sure how he made it in. Oh! He's gonna have to explain it to me.
Oh, what?
Oh!
Hey, now.
Hey, he's hijacking my broadcast.
Is he just holding his breath? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's gonna turn blue in a second. You're unplugged. Come out my speakers. And then you're replugged. I can barely hear you. Oh, right. Oh. There we go. I got a headset. We all got headsets.
So
it keeps flipping between us, which is a bit crazy.
Alright, so I was just doing shout outs. So Taco Bay, Retro Revenge.
Retro Revenge, yeah, other retro friends.
Yeah.
Nice. I saw them when you liked some of their stuff, and I was like, I will be checking this out. Do they do competitive?
Yeah, so they're like a competitive channel, and they've got like a scoreboard happening. So
cool.
I think in every episode they'll like versus
Retro
on Wii U.
Event.
Retro
what?
Revenge. Renegades?
Oh, yeah, no, I saw those guys. Yeah, way cool.
Yeah, they're cool. No, I'm really into. I like that there's another channel with retro in the name.
Yeah.
Even though we don't play a lot of retro stuff right now.
He's doing.
Hey, yeah, no, he's showing us.
Oh yeah, cool. Retro
That's
Revenge.
that. If he talks loud, he'll get full screen.
My notes say go to page 4.
Go to page 4. You have a choose your own adventure notebook.
So page 4, glorious
mustache.
Glorious moustache.
Glorious moustache. I was talking to her.
It's a group of guys, isn't it?
Is it a group of guys?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
They were playing.
I was in this situation where I was like on Twitter and I was like, Kieran has interacted with these people, and it's like I was just
so confusing.
It does get a little bit confusing at times that there's that disconnect, but it's okay. It's not horrible. Do you need some more links?
No one.
That's why I kind of like stopped messing around with the Twitter sphere because you guys were doing it so well, and I'm just like, I don't want to stuff with anything. I'm just gonna sit over here and make my games.
Oh, you're right, man. Like that's cool. I mean, I like the collaborative effort, but that's it. It's like that Kieran watches stuff on YouTube.
It's hard to pick between us, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's a bit confusing for other people who are like,
oh, totally.
Who am I talking to now?
We act as like one hive mind, and that's not necessarily.
Sometimes I like write hyphen Kieran after my comment.
Yeah, I try to like name myself within like 140 characters anyway. Yeah. We are Legion.
Oh god.
Too scary.
Yeah, so Glorious Moustache is playing
spooky.
New Worms game.
Too spooky. They're playing Worms?
It's like Worms Clan Wars.
Oh yeah.
Like, it brings in, I don't know when it happened, but it has like physics, water physics in it.
Yeah, water physics. Oh yeah, because I saw some comment about that you lose 5 HP in shallow water or something. Yeah. Like there's some amount of drowning mechanics in it.
So if you throw something up and there's water, it'll actually like travel to a new spot, like the water.
Oh, like it's got physics.
Yeah.
So
your one travels down.
Have you played this? Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yes. There's Pepperfy.
Pepperfy, yeah. No, she's
God
cool.
damn it.
I watched her. What, have you been watching Pepperfy? Or are you just damning my mustache? Okay. You damning my mustache, bro?
Yeah, I wish I had a mustache.
November's coming up, man.
Are you gonna shave?
Yeah, that's why I'm letting this all grow out so I can actually grow a mustache.
That's fantastic.
Mine's really bizarre though. Like, I don't shave any of my cheeks. It just does not grow.
Yeah, no, my cheeks.
Weird bit
I got like kind of like a little wispy, the brown smoke.
I don't even get that. I just get like baby face there. It's like so smooth.
I used to have people tell me I had really smooth cheeks. Chris might remember. He was there.
I get no mustache, but all cheek.
Wait, so we level each other up.
Oh, what?
Together we can make a beard, guys.
It's
like
that's the hive mind. That's what it is.
And then Pez just trumps us all with full beard.
He's like the hive queen.
My brood mother, Peregrine.
So
yeah,
I can't remember what she was playing. Oh no, she was doing shout outs to all these people, these new people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I saw that you got you know about Gloria's mustache from Pepperfy in the thing.
And Azizrian, I think she just goes by Azzy.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's doing like a PhD as well, and she's playing all these games.
I feel bad about dropping out of the channel when I was doing uni now. Holy crap.
And I watched her. I sort of went on like a shout out thing, so I went to next person shout out just to see where I ended up.
I mean, that's cool.
And I ended up a guy called Bendigo, who's like only a new YouTuber.
Yeah, I saw him on Twitter. I gave him a follow. I was like, this is cool. I like this guy.
And he did like a voiceover for Creepypasta.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
And he's like added all the sound effects in.
That'd be cool.
It's cool. Check it out. It's called Operation Mercury.
Operation Mercury. Okay.
It's like a Russian Chernobyl creepypasta.
Chernobyl creepypasta. Found all these Game Boy cartridges in Chernobyl.
I think it's more of like the Slender Man style.
No,
I think it's like Smiley Man or something. I don't know, but it was good, and he had such an awesome Russian accent.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, that's cool then. I'm down. I like expanding our network internationally.
And that's what Azzy commented on one of my videos and said that I did like an awesome American accent.
Oh, really? Was that in your is that in your Alone in the Dark?
Yeah, Alone in the Dark.
I've got to catch up on that. Just back from holidays.
Oh, there's only 2 episodes to it. So
yeah, I know. I'll probably watch that as soon as you leave. I'll just be like. What about you, Chris? Have you been watching anything? Do you want to shout something out or?
I've been watching the guys who make TFS Abridged. You know, the Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I've been watching them play. The guy who does the voice of Krill and Lenny Pator, I've been watching him play a lot of like Alien Isolation and stuff. And just terrifying games.
Right now. It's I mean it's Halloween, man.
I watched like the first episode, probably the first half an hour of Alien Isolation.
Yeah. I've been trying to watch one person at a time, definitely. Team Forster?
I've been watching PewDiePie just because King of YouTube. All hail the King of YouTube.
I mean, you gotta pay your dues sometimes, I guess, right?
Taxes, goddamn taxes. Those high nobles.
View taxes, or otherwise he kicks you off. He shows up, he's like, sends a text, and I was like, delete your account. No, Pewds is alright. I've been getting into it recently. I had this whole hipster thing where I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna take part in the King of YouTube. And then it's like, oh, I get it. He's like really charismatic and like fun to watch.
I don't think I have watched one.
He's just.
I think I've seen like little snippets of his. Yeah, I've seen when he's referenced by other people.
Yeah, of course. He shows up everywhere. Like
everything's so tangled.
Tangled. Welcome to my world.
I'm fine. Why can't I hold all these chords?
Shall we talk Minecraft movies?
Minecraft movies for these chords.
God, that's Minecraft movies.
That's a terrible idea or not.
What do you think the story will be?
It's like a terrible idea.
Jessie said she's never actually played it, but she's watched me play, and she said just be Minecraft and the lost sheep.
Minecraft and the lost sheep. Well, like you just lose the sheep.
You lose the sheep and you're trying to find your sheep in Minecraft.
That would be an amazing movie. That'd be so sweet and simple. Just where did you dyed it some lovely color or something? You're just like, oh, I did it. I finally did it. It's like
I feel like they're gonna be like some evil darkness is taking over the Minecraft world and they're trying to fight it off while Steve's attacking it. It's going to be like, this could be funny, but it's not.
That's how I feel. I reckon I'll take the Ender Dragon as like the
antagonist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just going to be a quest in the end. Like that's it. You either have what was I going to say, Chris?
What's the big 3 white-headed death machine that you use with the Wither? Maybe that. I don't know. Yeah. The Wither could be withering everything away.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
My idea was that they had, it's pretty crazy, but like you rock off at a village and all the villagers they're just obsessed with emeralds.
Okay.
And they sort of capture you and they want, they capture the main character and they demand that he goes and collects all this chicken and stuff so they can get, for some reason I don't know.
What?
I just reckon that would have been
sounds like the most terrifying thing ever. Just a whole movie of.
I reckon they'll do that though. They'll have these. Emerald Crate Villages.
I'm really. Has everyone seen the Lego Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Love it. Good.
Yeah, because the
Good
producers.
It's the same
producers of
producer,
that,
yeah.
they like got him on. So like,
okay.
I imagine there'll be an amount.
There'd probably be some live action in it then, so they might
that's what I'm
incorporate
thinking.
the player or something.
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's got to. But then, like, as soon as you give the player a face, it's like weird, right? So I'm thinking it's got to be like a group. There's got to be more than one person because like Minecraft is so communal now, and it's so much about that they're gonna have to include that in some way. I feel like there's got to be a quest. Like, it's just gonna have to be an adventure story because that's
what Minecraft
integral
is.
to what Minecraft is.
At the same time, if they're gonna aim it at kids, they can't really have people going around killing sheep and.
I mean, yeah, but that might be like.
Murder.
What's the graphic? What's the situation though? Like, is it gonna be good CGI, Minecraft CGI, live? Like, there's so many questions. I want them to do it stop motion. I'd love like the Lego Movie style if they just did it like claymation almost. Would be really interesting.
With like, they've already got all like the merchandise, all the characters and that sort of.
Yeah, exactly. All the models are made. I don't know. Like, how do you pick it?
What about there's like Minecraft getting bought by Microsoft?
Yeah, that's why I'm really interested in how
they
this
want
all
to do
develops.
Minecraft 2 maybe.
Minecraft with circles. Minecraft 2.0 now with circles.
Minecraft now with edges.
Now with slants. You can grow a tree in a curvy shape. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested.
I think it's going to progress to that anyway when it gets to 2.0. I thought that was what Minecraft 2 would be.
Spheres, physics engines where you can throw stuff. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like... Okay, here's the thing. Notch hasn't been involved with Minecraft day-to-day production for a long time. He's been off doing other projects and stuff. Like, Mojang took that over and they've given that over to him, basically. So, yeah, so it's just a matter of... like how much of the original team is involved, how much of like, yeah, like I feel like if Microsoft's smart, they'll just give it over to the team that's already working on it, and they'll just let them go crazy and like be like, hey, you know what Minecraft needs? A few more $1 billion.
Maybe they'll do like the what is it? The Brian, what's his name? Yeah, Brian.
Hero Brian?
Hero Brian.
No.
You reckon?
They can't. What?
I reckon they'll put that in there. They'll have
maybe Minecraft movie number 2.
Minecraft movie 2, yeah. The Revenge of Hero.
Like at the end, they just killed the Ender Dragon, and then he's like standing there, and then like they all walk off, and then out of the shadows comes like out of the pit that like where the egg is comes Hero Brian, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh my god. No, what if Brian or Hero Brian is someone that gets eaten by the Ender Dragon in the final fight, and then he gets pooped out in the egg, and then he hatches from the egg, and he's all like demonic, like Ender possessed, and he goes all fucking Hero Brian, and the sequel is like, now you're hunting the most deadly prey, man. It's just like the Hunger Games meets Battle Royale meets whatever the fuck.
There was in the newspaper there was actually an article on Minecraft.
It was
There's
praised.
Like a gaming section in the newspaper, and it was this guy, and he was talking about how someone made it was like a city, and it took him 2 years to make it.
Okay, cool.
And he made it on the Xbox 360.
Oh no. Yeah, so that's outdated now.
Yeah.
Gotta move my map over somehow.
I can't remember what city it was though.
I've heard of people recreating like Westeros and places like that. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
Minecraft. Yeah, go.
Bruce Stevens is doing a series at the moment called Megacraft, and they've just got like all these giant like mega structures and just like things that people have built. There's so many amazing things that they're just not covering. Like there was a giant ship of like fleet of airships that were built from like all the Final Fantasy games, like all those recreated.
Oh, wow.
There was New York City, Times Square, that was rebuilt.
Yep, sure.
The Empire State Building, Westeros, King's Landing. What's like the place where at the end of Lord of the Rings they go to where Sauron is?
Mordor. Yeah, Mordor.
Mordor. Yeah, they rebuilt all the Black Gate and Mordor and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
A lot of stuff.
That's insane. It's like ultimate Vegas. Like
Yeah.
all the landmarks. That'd be amazing. I love airships in Minecraft. Like I'm a sucker for like a good steampunk design. Like, definitely. I'm not good at it though.
I wish they would get integrated, except for just the slime block thing that they put in. I wish it was like the actual airships mod. Where you can actually.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I know, man. I tried to build a flying machine. Failed me repeatedly until I just stopped. That slime blocks update was weird. But no, I agree. I think that's something that Microsoft might start adding into, though, right? Like vehicle stuff.
Yeah. I reckon they'll add
like
that. What's that pig game on the iPhone? Like Angry Pigs? No, not Angry Pigs.
Angry
Bad Piggies.
Bad Piggies, yeah. I reckon I'll add some of those mechanics into it, like where you get engines and stuff.
Okay.
And you can move some of your blocks.
Oh, yeah, I remember that game now. That'd be really cool. Like, I think that's what they sort of wanted to start testing out with slime block mechanics.
Yeah. You can put a furnace. Sorry, you can put a furnace in a minecart and push another minecart like a big train.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's that kind of stuff. I mean, and horses. Horses work as a good vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mean what? Sorry. No, because I think it'd be interesting if they just added like maybe Pegasus's flying horse. Maybe like something like that. You find a surfboard in a chest, you just ride it around like Silver Surfer. It's just goofy and weird stuff at that point. That's it. I don't know what to expect, but I feel like the updates coming are going to be like that, and then the movie is going to be super outdated as soon as the next patch comes out.
Oh god, that guy's still using a dropper? What a noob.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, what a fucking idiot. Doesn't he know about the slime hacks?
The catapult update? My god.
The catapult update. Sweet trebuchets on my horse. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Key point, I'm excited about Minecraft. Don't know what to expect. Never will.
What about Ocarina of Time 2D? Have you heard of that?
What?
Ocarina of Time 2D.
Have you heard about this?
Ocarina of Time. No.
2D.
This is new to me.
Like a remake? Like,
it's like a fan remake. They're 10% into it.
10%? Okay.
And they're just recreating the entire game, but in 2D. So it's
like
in
the top-down.
Top-down view.
Link to the Past style.
Yeah, Link to the Past, exactly.
Wow.
Oh, that's very cool.
That's a really good idea.
If you have a look, just like look up Ocarina of Time 2D, you'll see like some of the videos and all that, and like they've recreated the soundtracks, everything from scratch.
What, in like 8-bit or 16-bit or whatever?
More.
Is it? Would you
like
say?
A minish cap, I'd say.
Okay, so sort of like 32, whatever. Like numbers.
It looks good. It looks pretty cool.
That's a great idea, because like one of the main criticisms of Ocarina of Time that I'm sure Chris knows about, because I think we talk about this stuff a lot, but it's the 3D and the fact that like shooting down bats isn't fun. It's just annoying and stuff. Whereas like it's actually a challenge when you get it into.
I mean, the only thing that's going to be,
I'm
a
really
bit dodgy will be the cutscenes. I think.
That'll be great.
They'll just have like the sprites that might take away from.
I think the greatest flaw that came with Ocarina of Time was that like waiting mechanic that came into the game to make it more challenging, where you had to wait for an enemy to expose its like weakness and then attack it, and then immediately go back to waiting. Like those lizard things in Dodongo's dungeon.
Yeah.
Where they leap at you, attack you, and then after they've attacked you, you just pop out of your shield, stab them once, and go straight back into your shield and wait for them to do it again.
Man, they've developed on that even more in Skyward Sword, though.
No, that's what I think.
Skyward Sword is like that times 10.
Yeah, it's interesting because they try to make the combat more complex as time goes on, and that was definitely Skyward Sword was like a trying to do that. Like they were trying to make
it a bit more annoying because you had to wait. Like this thing's gonna open its mouth that way.
Exactly.
And you gotta wait, and it opens its mouth that way.
And do your slashes in the right directions and stuff, which is. It's ambitious. I really liked the idea, and I played through half of Skyward Sword before I realized I wasn't having fun. So, like, no offense to anyone, but I don't know.
Skyward Sword is not a good game.
I'm still playing it. I'm still enjoying it.
I think the thing that's cool about Skyward Sword is the story. Like, it gives you, it ties everything together for you, and it gives you that first iteration of Zelda and Link. So, like, I think. If you're playing it for the story and not for like what Zelda is necessarily, I guess. Unfortunately, it's really great, and it's a lovely like storybook, and like the way that they present Zelda is this like normal person, and she's just hanging out, and like and then like that whole thing. I love that. Like she is easily my favorite Zelda out of the entire series because she's not like trapped in a castle the whole time.
What about that guy?
Or Tetra. Wind Waker Zelda. Sorry, Wind Waker's the best.
He's like a protagonist, but then he becomes a friend sort of deal, and he's like trying to steal Zelda off you. What's his name?
Oh, Goose?
Yeah, Goose. He's amazing.
Goose for Smash Bros. Hashtag Goose in Smash. I want that. I want him in Smash more than anything in the world.
So good.
He can be a Captain Falcon clone, I don't care.
I love that character so much.
He's so cool! So stupid. Goose.
Another Captain Falcon clone.
What about
Too strong.
No, more Captain Falcons. Four-player Captain Falcon match. No one is Captain Falcon.
Fucking punch!
Have you seen the bloody? Have you played through Skyward Sword at all, Chris?
I played.
Checking the clock for it. 20 minutes.
Oh, sorry. No, I've played quite a few. I guess an hour or two of it. Yeah, a couple hours.
Cool. I was just gonna say.
It was, look, my problem with Zelda in that couple hours, an hour and a half of it was spent in the first stage, the tutorial area, where it was teaching me how to play the game. And then I finally got out and got to explore the game, and it was just more of, like, nothing. Like, there wasn't anything really in there to make it engaging, so I stopped playing.
No, that was my problem.
I sort of powered through it. I collected, you gotta collect energy for your sword, you gotta collect, like, elements for your sword.
Yeah, that's powerful. Right. I remember that, yep.
And I mean, once you get into those, like, dungeons, it gets pretty fun.
The dungeons are cool. Like, no, some of the best items in the game, some of the best gameplay is in that game, but unfortunately, they hid it behind these fucking time walls of like you gotta fight this enemy at this speed, and you gotta perform these tasks at this sort of intervals and stuff. So if you want to be dungeon crawling, you're not gonna get into it straight away, and like there's gonna be a lot of like the spirit of my sword is dancing for me, and like
that gets really annoying.
I hate Metal Gear segments. I hate it. Like it's just I'm like crawling around. Dun, 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 dun. Where is the shit? Because there's just like guards everywhere, and it's so unforgiving. Like that's what I felt like when I was playing those segments, like sneaking around and stuff behind like spirits' backs or whatever. It was very like punishing and very like almost difficult and stuff. And I was like, I don't need this. I don't come to Zelda to fucking sneak around. I come to Zelda to stab pigmen in the throat. Yeah, and throw bombs.
Yeah. If you guys have ever played, A Link Between Worlds? The DS, the new one that just came out in the DS? Yeah, it's really finished it. The best thing about A Link to the Past is that the battle system is actually really complex and really interesting.
Yeah,
really
customized,
engaging. Yeah. Whereas that's what Ocarina's downfall is that its combat system is just a big waiting engine.
It almost overshoots complexity.
If they do transfer it to 2D, it's going to be Ocarina of Time with the best elements of Link to the Past combined together to just be, amazing.
Yeah.
How would they do a 2D water temple though?
Like they did
Temple 3. Yeah, just like they did in the Past. Yeah, just like that's actually very true. Because they did do it in Link to the Past. It's a bit of a blur for me.
I played it too quick.
I smashed through it. I was like obsessed. I was just like, I fucking love Zelda for like 2 days in my room. Just I don't need humans anymore. I have Lorule to keep me company. Yeah, no, I love that game, but I do remember that temple kinda. But yeah, it wouldn't be too hard.
So
it's just a matter of controlling his perspective.
If you think about the Hyrule map, Hyrule Lake Hylia is here, and then there's that area next to it, and it's the area between the lake and the desert, and there's a giant skull head in the ground, and you can walk into the skull head, and then it takes you into the underwater area. And the only way to access that is if you go back in time. No, you go. I don't know what it's called. You teleport between the dark world and the light world. And you fill it up with water. Yeah, you fill it up with water and you go back and then you jump in the temple.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's...
I played a lot as well.
I play a lot as well. That was like a cool mechanic. Like that game was really good about its perspective. That game was really good about setting up like where your layers were. Like I didn't play it with 3D at all. I heard people needed to, but I didn't have a problem with the perspective at any point or anything like that. I was really it was just fine. There was a couple of moments where you're like trying to jump up levels to like the next thing up, and it's kind of like a bit disconnected, but it's fine. That fucking wall mechanic. Holy crap. It's amazing. It's perfect. Like, what? How come we never thought of that before? Like, it's so well done, and it's so like, they combine it with the story perfectly. Yeah. Like it is your ocarina in that game or whatever. Like, it is your go-to mechanic.
I always forgot though. I'd be like, what do I do?
Where am I?
And I'm like, leave that room, go back to it. It's like, what the? And
yeah,
I realize, oh wait, you go into the wall.
Yeah, I can
always fall back on the wall.
I can 2D. Yeah, no, that's it. You always
it took me a while for it to sink in.
When in doubt, become 2D. I mean, that's essentially what this Ocarina of Time mod's doing. When in doubt, go 2D. I'm really excited for that. If they make it through without getting sued by Nintendo, I hope you guys do. I would love that.
Not in traditional sense. Like, Nintendo is very protective of their characters and their merchandise, and traditionally, it's going to get like 75% done and then completely destroyed. Just like the Pokemon MMO that was coming out, and I think it was it Ash Gray or something? Yeah, the game I was playing, Ash Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got really big, and then Nintendo heard about it and immediately went, "No, you need to shut this down." And
even if it's free,
you can only get it in like backwater of the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I'm really sorry to do this. I've got to go to university, so it was nice.
Oh no, please. No, that was great. It was great to have you.
Yeah, you too, Chris.
Please come back anytime.
Thanks for popping by.
Also, my game that I would pick if never existed was I would. It was probably Link's crossbow training.
That's a good one. It's a really good one. Sorry about clipping.
Not really. No. Actually, it was Final Fantasy Online. Those games.
Okay.
Don't really like. I played Final Fantasy because they have all this expansive storylines and the characters are all really interesting. When they went online, it just bottomed out and didn't become very cool. And then. Yeah, Elder Scrolls is better as a console game, and as it was in Skyrim, like that's its best iteration so far. Yeah. And the game that I would actually like is probably the game I wish existed. It's probably Mario 64 2, like another one.
Yeah,
that's a really.
Because I know there's been a lot of like Mario World games, but that. Like the I don't know how to explain it. The the jumping between levels, the traveling around the castle, the collecting the stars. That system of game in Mario 64 was really interesting and really engaging to me.
No, it was fun. It was like giving that overworld a 3D feel. It was great. I agree. No, I totally agree. You know what would be really cool? If they did that on Wii U. If they just sequeled 64 on Wii U, like just do it now, and then that would fit into Nintendo's business plan right now of being like, take what you want, have it.
And they could redo for extra revenue. They could just redo Mario 64 in HD and then port it over. I'm sure they have all the level models and stuff. They can just graft
HD textures all over it. I have no doubt in that. Like the Ocarina of Time 3DS was amazing. It was such a fun game. Like I've been playing through that. I downloaded it because it was on special when there was some Zelda special when Hyrule Warriors came out, and so I downloaded and I was like, I remember why I like this game, but it still had that 3D element. It still had that waiting thing that I know about now that I'm older, and I'm like, I love this game. It's pretty, but So a 2D one would be nice. But yeah, it is good on 3DS. It's like a fun game to play, and just slap HD textures all over my childhood, please. That's all I want.
All right, Chris.
Thank you so much for joining us, Chris. We'll do it better next time. Bye.
Bye.
Cool.
Okay, let's
the dynamic duo back again. What were we talking about before we got into that? Was this? That was just that one thing I want to talk about. Scarlet Sword. Very quickly, the toilet paper mission. Have you played through that? Where you have to get you have to decide who to give the letter to, the hand in the toilet or the actual person that's going to. It's like a love letter.
No.
It's in Skyloft. It's this side quest.
I've been ditching all the side quests. I've just been going.
You have to do this one. It's amazing. This guy. So basically, this guy is like, I'm in love with this chick. And it's like Goose's friend. It's like the fat kid with the bowl cut.
Oh, I have spoken to him and he said some stuff.
Yeah,
like,
he's get out of here.
Yeah,
no, if you listen to him, you're in for an adventure. Because it's like the funniest, most well-written quest in Zelda I've ever played. Like, I love it to death. Because he's just like, I'm in love with this chick. I need you to go give her my letter. Can you please just give her the letter and it'll all be sweet. And like you can do that. You can happily just go give her the letter and that's fine. And she like rejects him and it's funny. But the real thing to do is you give the letter to a ghost hand in the toilet and he wipes his ghost butt with it or something. But the ghost reads the letter and thinks it's meant for like the ghost or like him, her, whatever the fuck it is, just a hand. And then after that point, whenever you talk to Groose, it's like,
it would be a reference to Banjo-Kazooie's hand that plays the piano.
No, there's a toilet hand in like almost every Zelda.
Really?
Yeah, there's one in Oracle of Seasons as well. They always want paper. They're a ghost hand that comes out of the toilet. It's like, give me some paper. Yeah, no, dude, it's a traditional Zelda side quest. Like, and so this was my favorite iteration of it though, because it's like you give it to, and the ghost thinks it's for him. And then if you talk to the guy the next day, he's like, I got terrible sleep, like something's going on, some weird shit. And then if you go back to his room at night, the ghost hand is stroking his face all night, every night.
That is so weird.
It's fantastic. It's the best thing ever.
There's lots of dark stuff in that game as well.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
It's really the vampire dude. There's like a guy haunting the graveyard. And if you like go to the graveyard, hit a stone.
Yeah.
The door opens, and then you go down into this place, and he's kidnapped the kid.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then,
I do remember that. Holy crap!
Yeah, that was.
I can't believe I forgot that.
There's like the other side quest I've done is this guy. He says like, don't go up and bang against the wall because you knock all my stuff off the shelf.
Oh yeah.
And like there was a
professor dude upstairs or whatever.
It was in
downstairs.
He'll knock the chandelier down, and then like I just did that. And knocked the chandelier down. And he won't let you leave.
Hell to your chandelier.
And then there's like a guy he sells bugs or buys bugs.
Yep.
And his wife's like obsessed with all their antiques. So if you do the same thing in her house, roll into like the shelves and knock all the pots off, you got to pay her money.
Oh man.
I don't know why I did that, but I did it like 4 times. Expecting something else to happen.
Back. There's something like that in Wind Waker as well. There's like an auction house with all these fancy jars, and you just want to smash them. And then the guy like yells at you from upstairs. It's like, "Oi, stop breaking my shit."
It was like the Ocarina of Seasons, Origin of Seasons. I was playing where I blew up the hole, and I went down there. And he's like, "You destroyed my door."
Yeah, that's right.
And I had to pay him money.
That's fun. You have to replace my door. It's like a tree. It's like your door sucks. It doesn't even work. Okay. Anyway, I just want to get on that.
So what Chris was saying, it was a question that I'd come up with.
You'd posed in the secret sphere.
What is the game you wish never existed?
Okay, I thought about this.
I thought about it and I cannot decide.
You can't decide. Okay, no, I have some unpopular opinions and I have some probably kind of popular opinions. A big one for me that I kind of wish was never a thing was Diablo 3.
Yes, that is so true.
If you like that game, I'm sorry. I gave it to hackers. I got hacked and I just didn't take it back. I just let them have it. I was like,
I never finished it. I got to the castle where there's like all the stuff breaking up, and I'm just like, this is just boring. It's not the same.
I max leveled my character, and then I realized I wasn't having fun.
Yeah,
I was like, woo, this is great because I was playing with Pez and stuff.
I didn't have any element of any people.
Yeah, that was what carried me through.
Yeah, that would carry you through the whole nostalgia.
I was grinding with my friends, but then by the end of it, and I was like, I had unlocked all the spells, and I was like, this sucks. I haven't my tech tree's gone. I have no customization. My character is not personalized to myself. Like, and then everyone tries to justify it by the loot, and I'm like, I'm not. Like, that's not why I like Diablo. I like Diablo because my character was my own. I like Diablo because the questing was fun, because it was like, I get to use my version of a wizard. I get to use my version of a whatever. And now it turns in, it's WoWified. Like, it's turned into this loot grind, and it's like everyone knows what the best uniques are and where to get them.
Diablo 2 again.
Yeah, Diablo 2 is like a perfect example of like a better game. So like that was really just. I've heard it's really fun on PlayStation. Like, I've heard it's really fun on home console.
Yeah.
Because it's like on the couch multiplayer. So and it's like more action packed. You've got a dodge roll and stuff.
You wouldn't have to be online to play it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just sitting with people and you're just hanging out, and it's not like this big thing that you have to do. And like, don't come at me and tell me that revamping the auction house in the expansion somehow saves this game.
In that at all.
Who gives a crap? It ruins the game to be able to buy your equipment from other dudes. Like, the whole point is that you killed a demon to get that sword out of its butt. Like,
and it was just a random drop, and then you managed to complete the set, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
God.
you got this set.
The chances of me completing the set is so incredible.
I know, and you have like 2 pieces that you don't want to like take off because you're like getting this weird bonus off it or something. Like, Diablo 2, fantastic. Diablo 3. I don't want it.
What about
take it away?
You would have played Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate was beautiful. I played that on PlayStation with a friend from high school, and we just like tore through it in a couple of days together and stuff. And I was just a necromancer, just being like blood magic. It was like, it was fun. Like, that's exactly what I think Diablo 3 might have on the PlayStation. That kind of like action RPG feel more than anything. It wasn't Diablo anymore though. That was my problem. Tech trees. Bring back tech trees. Bring an expansion out that gives me tech trees, and I'll be right back. I'll come.
We don't need headphones.
No, we don't. Ow.
So is that your game?
That's my unpopular opinion. Popular opinion. What's a game everyone hates that I can win them back over with?
Banjo, Nuts and Bolts.
Oh my God. I won't take that away from you. You can have that.
I actually like that though.
You like it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I love that game.
And all the subscribers. Oh, no. I mean, I like games people hate too.
Yeah, I think because I wasn't hyped up on it. I knew it was going to be shit. And I'm like, this is good shit.
This is good shit. It's like a B-grade movie. It's like, why are they building cars? I love it. I think that's a fun, like, what I think about that is that it's like half done.
Yeah.
It's because from what I've seen of it, the overworld is just empty. Like, there's nothing going on outside of the car building.
It's like a weird GTA thing where there's all these like people walking around,
but there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Or something. Like, yeah. So I feel like that could have been a good game.
You free Jinjos, and then you take a Jinjo.
Yeah.
Back, but it's just not there.
If the car mechanics are fun though, then that's like the core of it, right? But then like it's a whole bunch of people getting mad that
when you're in the overworld anyway, you have a set car.
Exactly, so. But like that, I think that's the problem. Is that I don't know. That's it. I haven't played it, so I don't want to comment on it too much. But from what I've heard, people don't like it, and due to emptiness, which I think is the theory I heard that I liked the most was that it was meant to be Banjo 3. And then they just didn't want to develop it anymore, so they just put cars in it so that you could traverse the overworld. Like, it was a mechanic that was already in there or something, but they just cut it halfway. They probably would have
gone off of the archetype of those like Mario Kart and that sort of deal.
Yeah,
a game that has racing and has cars in it.
Yeah, like, I think
Crash Bandicoot did it with Crash Bandicoot Nitro.
Yeah, sure. I think it's a good mechanic to add to Banjo-Kazooie because it like makes that overworld engaging. It's like Banjo-Kazooie's story just went downhill. Like, stopped existing. I know. Yeah, I saw the start of that game where they're like, "We're fat now. We love video games." And it's like the irony. It's like making me play a video game that tells me how fat video games make you.
The major gripe I have of it though is the graphics. The redone Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh, where he's like kind of half boxy and like beveled. Yeah. I feel like they were onto something. I feel like they were like, crack. We got the next generation Banjo down. And then it just fell apart. It was just like, I mean, it's a thing about Railway. Railway doesn't have the original stuff in there by that time that console. So It's just a bunch of random people just building games off of like what they know what kind of do menus every ever.
I mean, that's another way to actually reference all the games.
Okay.
That Rareware. I think all the Rareware games.
So like Donkey Kong, there's a lot of great stuff. Like even Concept 30 was Rareware. And like the original team is like this group of masterminds that were making brilliant games for a long time, and then Microsoft like buys them out, replaces the stuff, and it just crashes. And now they make Kinect games pretty much exclusively. So, kids, if you want to get into Kinect games, make fantastic games 20 years early. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Those people are out there now though. Like Grant Kirkhope, the composer of Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. He's doing a lot. He does like indie project stuff now, and he's like. He's involved with the YouTube community a lot and stuff like that. He's really interesting. Like we follow him on Twitter, and
on the Twitter,
and yeah, he's like a cool guy. Like he's a really interesting guy and stuff. And like I'd love to investigate more of that because like I should do more. Yeah,
these are actually choking me.
Yep, my trachea. Yeah, no. So it's just like I'd love to. I love that they're more involved, and I love that they're out there, and they're doing stuff, and especially because they do retro now. You know, Retro Studios, the guys that made Metroid Other M, the new Donkey Kong games on Wii, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's basically the skeleton of Rareware, or like Rare. So like that's cool that they're still producing stuff. And
like Donkey Kong Country Return.
Yeah, like Tropical Freeze and stuff. All those stuff that people are saying is fantastic games.
Yeah.
It's because it's fantastic devs. Like it's really cool stuff. So would you say Nuts and Bolts is your game you would never want to exist?
No, I'm
you liked it.
Like kind of liking it, but not for the reason that it's a good game. I
just
like it because
it's like a B-grade movie.
Yeah,
it's just like oh, it's that Banjo-Kazooie spin-off that was made by students or something.
Yeah, I look at it as a fan.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fan creation.
Yeah, exactly. What do you have a game that you would hate?
I couldn't pick. Like I went Peggle because it consumed so much time in my life. Then I changed my mind and I went Tiny Tower for the same reason.
Tiny Tower, sure. That's an iOS game right now, yeah?
Yeah, iOS.
Yeah, cool.
GTA San Andreas.
Holy crap.
Because it like polluted my childhood.
That was a time sink. I remember me and Joey got really obsessed with it, and he had it on his computer, and we'd play it before school, after school.
Yeah, that's how I was.
Take turns, and it was just this thing. Like I totally get what you're saying.
But I mean, I love that game too much. Game, so I can't say I would.
Yeah, I know. I love it too much. I could never.
Crazy. It's not even a video game. It's a crazy game that we used to play in school called Fingers. Have you ever played it?
No.
So you start off with 2 fingers, and the idea of the game is like it's an adding game. So if you can choose to hit the other person or hit yourself.
Oh, this sounds awful.
So if I hit myself, you get 2 fingers, and then you have your turn. Then I hit you, and that makes it 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Then you hit me, so that one hits 5, so that's dead.
I killed you?
So you killed my.
Oh my gosh! No, I'm sorry.
So now I've only got 1 finger, so I hit that one,
and then I'm 5 and
that's
dead.
So now it's just this finger versus that finger.
And then it's just a turn thing, where like whoever gets, so I'm like that, and you're 2, and you 3 me, and then I 5 you. Yeah. That's
except you can.
Remember Wrist Grab?
I don't remember Wrist Grab.
That shit game we made up in high school where we'd all stand around in a circle of like 8 people.
Oh, yes, I do.
Try and grab each other's wrists, and then who lost? The person with the free wrist wins, and the person with the free hand loses.
But it didn't work.
Oh, it's chaos. Like it sometimes works if you're playing with Pez from the channel. He's a huge guy with a massive beard. He will twist everyone's wrist into one. No, he just goes for it. Like if he's got a free hand, he just. So if you want to play wrist grab at home, get some friends. You grab each other's wrists not even in turns. It's just chaos. You just try and grab at each other. You can take turns, and yeah, free wrist wins, free hand loses. High school. Many a lunchtime.
And fingers. I think fingers was more primary school.
Not video games.
Then I went Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no, all our subscribers.
No, this is for a different reason altogether though. The first Kingdom Hearts, I would play I like an RSL. That's like a club in Australia.
Yeah, it's like a retired services club.
And so what happened was they'd have like the consoles in a room, but you couldn't save on any of them.
Oh.
So I would play Kingdom Hearts when I was younger and just play like that first. Thinking, this is amazing. What's this game about? Where you pick, like, I pick a sword.
Yeah, you pick your key and stuff. And
it's Jasmine. Oh,
it's Jasmine.
Riku. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Yeah, and then I never actually finished it. And it got to the stage where I was so excited to play that I was eating my food like really quick, and I actually started choking.
Oh no!
And I like blacked out, and I had to have like.
Oh my god! Kingdom Hearts almost killed you with excitement.
But then at the same time, I love that game because I went back.
That's it. Like, it's not. You wouldn't want it to not exist. I mean, if it killed you, you'd probably not want it. You'd want it to be gone.
Then there's another game, Madden. The Madden games, because that made me love playing a sports game.
Yeah, that's it. You're like bitter about it. You're like, fuck it.
It was just so addictive.
No,
like, doing plays. Have you played Madden?
I played a bit of Madden. I'm more hype on soccer. Yeah. I get really addicted to soccer games. If you let me at it, like right before I left.
Where you just coach a soccer team. You watch the white dots move around.
Yeah, I'd rather kill every digital soccer coach with digital soccer ball barrage. That game is ridiculous. What's that about?
Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, the demo version.
You don't want that? You have a weird list, man.
Yeah, I know. It's all because of like childhood memories.
I'm like,
my friend who said, "Do you want to play this amazing game?" But the only problem is it doesn't save.
It's a
and
demo.
It was just the demo of Roller Coaster Tycoon, but he didn't tell me it was the demo. And then I figured it out when I was older.
I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on Steam recently because it was like $2, and I was just. Oh my god, that was a bad time. Yeah, no, I downloaded it. I played it for like 2 days, and I was like, I gotta stop. I'm way too into Roller Coaster Tycooning. I'm trying to build death spirals and stuff, and that game's ridiculous. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, way worse roller coaster building mechanics because it's like impossible to link your roller coaster back up.
Does it have like an auto link?
Yeah, it's got an auto link, and that's the only way to do it. And it's like
and
takes
that goes
like
crazy. Like
it takes like 40 minutes of it trying to
going
like,
in a massive like.
I know, and it extends it out, and it's like you built this perfect, like concise roller coaster, and then it's
all the people
and it's just like
the
just goes off, and it's like an extra 20 minutes of like filler ride. I don't know. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is pretty good.
What about Civilization 3?
3?
I think it's 3. It was on PS1, and the only gripe I had with it is it had an endless soundtrack that was the same soundtrack from beginning to end, no matter what part of the game you're in. And because it's Civilization, you got to put a lot of hours.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, so you just sitting there. Sounds like your disc is like scratched. It's just like you're in this like.
No, it's probably not like that at all.
It's like a creepypasta where you just get trapped in this fucking death zone of Civilization. I was playing Civ 5 recently.
Yeah, Civ 5.
Because that was another one I picked up really cheap on Steam, and it was just. No, I had to install it though because it's like 5 hours and I made it through the start of the game. And I'm like, oh I love this too much, and then declaring wars on people. I don't know. It's good. It's really fun. Definitely a time sink.
I couldn't choose. If I had to choose,
it sounds like all of your problems with games are like things that you love the shit out of. Like you're like, I love it too much. I need it to not be around. It's really funny.
I think Diablo 3 though.
Diablo 3
because that was $90.
No, that's it. I pre-ordered it. I was hype. I was like, I went and got it day one. I was sitting like, I was like I was there with my girlfriend, and it was during uni and stuff. So I was like at her house when I got it, and I was like, I'm really sorry, honey. I just have to. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go install this game. I'll see you in like 10 hours. And so I was just sitting in her bedroom while she was like talking to her roommates and stuff, and like and she had a nap and stuff while I was installing it, and like I was just sitting there, and like if you recall launch day Diablo 3, you'll recall the error. Yeah, the error that wouldn't let you play for like another day or two. And so I was like hype. I was like Diablo 3. I've been on the internet doing like the skill builder and stuff, and like designing a character, like designing my witch doctor and stuff. I was like super excited. Like 10-year-old me was going nuts. And yeah, it didn't let me play for a few days. Then when I got to play, it was like this mess of like loot and like nothing really going on in my character except
I wasn't hit with the error because I started playing like 3 weeks after it came out.
That's probably smart. I was just way too excited.
Like, it just didn't carry me.
No, exactly. Like and that's it. I was carried by Pez. I was carried by the fact that there were other people, And their whole thing seems to be that they were grinding and seemed they'd like rerun areas and stuff to just get levels and stuff. And I was like, come on, guys, Deckard Cain, remember? he's dead, but his daughter. What the fuck was up? Did you end it? Did you
no, I didn't end it.
Can I spoil it?
Yeah, spoil it.
Holy crap! That Leah chick turns out to be Satan.
Really?
Yeah, the daughter of Deckard Cain.
She was a witch. There was a witch or something came into it.
Yeah.
And I remember she captured her.
Yeah, and then she's in Tristram, and then that was cool. I liked going back to Tristram in HD. That was fun. From Diablo 1. Yeah. I was like, because I went to all the places I used to go in Diablo 1, and I was like, there's nothing here. Like, there's no secrets or anything fun. There might have been something. I just don't really remember. But yeah, the point is, at the end, she turns into Booby Satan. Booby Satan. Yeah, she's got these weird, like, kind of tits on her model that's, like, super awkward, and it's like, kill Leah now. And it's like, what? Like, why? And it's like, we're so clever. Our twist is so smart. And I'm just like, fuck you. Like,
I'm glad I didn't finish it. I'm glad I wasn't subjected to that.
I played through that game like twice because I did this second difficulty to get my levels.
All right, let's go. What game do you wish existed?
Okay, this is I know if Chris was here, he said something. I forgot. Anyway, if Chris, I thought Chris was going to say what the Star Wars Battle.
Nintendo 60. No.
Yeah,
Mario 64 2.
Mario 64 2. I thought he was going to say the Star Wars Battlefronts that have been getting cancelled and all this stuff's been coming out recently about them, and I thought he was going to be really into that.
Get some water.
Yeah, you go do that. The Arby Show featuring Arby and Mr. Sprinkles the Vaporeon. Games I wish existed are like. This is hard because like it's so hard to think in imaginary terms. It's not a game that has characters in it. It's not a game that is existent. It's a giant hunting game. Like, so you hunt space creatures, right? You hunt these space monsters and you hunt like giant, like kind of like Godzilla creatures and stuff. But you play as like a battle mech and just like this in fully customizable robot form. Like, you're just like this fucking warrior. You can like fully deck your guy. So you have like slots all over your body. So you can like just have like 2 shoulder cannons and like those are auto turrets.
The
and
ultimate Transformers sort of thing? Or
yeah, kind of like ultimate custom robot battles.
Yeah.
So like just, I get to make my robot however I want. You start off with a basic chassis, like just a basic robot.
Boss monsters like Godzilla's.
And Godzilla, and you can like climb on them and shit. And like I know it sounds
like
insane.
God of War style.
You know like God of War, Shadow of Colossus, Shadow of the... No, not Shadow of Colossus. Is it Shadow of Colossus? Yeah. That game where you literally climb on giant monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I want to be able to like, if I want to attach guns to my wrists, so like swords or whatever, I want that. And if I want to like different jet boosters and just like, it's kind of like a Borderlands almost, but like...
Yeah, that'd be cool. Going from like planet hopping.
And it's open world. So you just do it and it's like, it's kind of, it's just like, go. Be a fucking giant robot bounty hunter if you want. Hunt down space pirates. Like, in my head, I have this idea of like rolling up on space pirates in my like jet fighter or whatever the fuck I'm flying around at that point, and like shooting myself out of a bombardment cannon into their ship and just like running around inside a pirate ship, just tearing it to pieces from the inside out and stuff. It's not real. It's not even realistic. Cool. It would be amazing. I know, I'm selling it. It's just this like, because I always try to pick up mech games, and I always try and pick up games like Custom Robo and stuff, and like and there's just, I love customization games, and I love being able to personalize my experience. So yeah, it's just really important to me that I could have that, and it would be in space, and there would be crazy monsters. No Man's Sky kind of looks like it could have elements like that. Have you seen trailers for that at all? No. It's like a randomly generated... I'm not going to show you now. I'm trying to make sure our chat's not being filled up with comments or something. Yeah, it's like... No Man's Sky looks like this kind of... It's randomly generated, they say. And it's going to be this massive, like... No, we're good. It's going to be like this massive world, and you can planet hop, and each planet is... It's potentially infinite. And each creature is even randomly generated when you show up on the planet and stuff like that. And it's one universe consistently throughout the whole thing. So if you discover a planet, you can say like, hey, I found this planet if you want to go check it out to your friends. Yeah. And then like you could meet up there or something even. And like that game sounds amazing. It's on PS4 exclusive, I think, though, to start. So I'm kind of hoping it comes out on PC and stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get a PS4 because it looks like Minecraft with crazy graphics in space.
Like your dream game.
It's like open and like you actually do this thing because like they revealed it perfect. The way they revealed it was amazing because like they reveal it as you with a crashed ship in like a cave or something, and like you come out of the cave and he starts scanning like trees and scanning like life forms, and it's like it sets up this whole random universe, and then he gets in a fucking ship and shoots off into space, no load times or anything, and he's like in a space fight and he's like planet hopping, and it's like it looks amazing. It's like an indie game too, so I'm just like blown away by it.
Sounds good.
I'm 100%. No Man's Sky. That's the game I want to exist. So when it comes out, I'll have to think of something else. I'll call my game Crazy Alpha Robot Strike. Is what my imaginary
Crazy
amazing
Robot Alpha Strike.
Yeah, sure. Any combination of those words. I said Crazy Alpha Robot Strike. I think any combination of Crazy Alpha Robot Strike is fine by me. Strike the Alpha Robots crazy.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. I'm gonna make up some fake titles for it.
Mine was we're going back to Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, you want a new
Banjo-Kazooie Newie.
Banjo-Kazooie Newie.
That's the name I came up with.
Like a Banjo 3?
No. It's a Banjo-Kazooie.
It's completely new.
It's a parallel universe Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay.
An adventure with the same level design as the first game.
Okay.
Maybe a parallel world.
No. Ooh.
Where Bottles is evil and Gruntilda teaches you the moves.
Whoa! That's cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That is fucking rad already. I'm 100% on board with that. And
like Bottles has an army of like
literally just got copyrighted by Microsoft. They're like people talking about good ideas. I'd love that. That'd be amazing.
But like with the exact same level design as Banjo-Kazooie.
Like that's
where you collect like musical notes.
Yeah, you don't mean completely the same levels. You just mean the same aesthetic and the same style.
It's like jump on a warp pad, go to the world.
Yep.
Go to the world, collect.
Kind of like what Chris was talking about.
Say, like collect jiggies as well and all that sort of stuff.
Of course. Yeah, keep it intact.
Yeah.
So sort of like what Chris was saying about Super Mario 64 2, that same sort of like a carry-on idea. Yeah. And like that same like just taking that nostalgic feeling. Am I the only one on Retroverse that doesn't want like an old game remake? Just like I want fucking crazy space robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I would really like that. If I had to talk about a game that I want Conker's Bad Fur Day 2, if we're talking about carrying on series, because Conker's Bad Fur Day, here's a fun story. Conker's Bad Fur Day 1, my parents, they were not too keen on that, understandably. As an older gentleman, I do understand, and I probably would never have given it to 8-year-old
like
me.
Isn't the last boss like a giant it wasn't just a slime thing that throws poo at you or something?
It's not the final boss. There is a giant singing turd in the game.
Yeah.
He throws I think he throws like chunks of corn at you and stuff, like undigested feces. And it's disgusting. I am the great and mighty Pooh. I haven't played that in a while, but I should, because that song is like fantastic. Like
that's the only thing I know about Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Bad Fur Day.
I actually wasn't allowed to play it.
Well, here's how I got it. I rented it because it was like, oh, Conker, it's pretty cool, and I needed my parents to rent it because it's M, and I was like, just get it, it's fucking squirrel, it's cool. And then I was like bouncing on a flower's boobs to get up to like, because there's this scene where like you have to trick a flower into revealing her giant tits so you can bounce on them to get to money. And it's like, and then Conker's like, got all his cash and stuff, and you have to get the flower to open, you have to have a bee to have sex with her and stuff. Like, it's insane. I love that game to pieces.
And you want a second version of that?
Update it. Make it R. Let's do it. We got R ratings in Australia now. Let's go crazy. Let's get some squirrels in there. Let's get other game characters in there. Let's get that. I mean, you were saving your girlfriend. It was this giant-breasted squirrel. This is all sexualized and stuff. It was like, what the fuck? I'm like a little kid too. I'm just like, I don't want to play it in front of my parents. I'm like, it's fucking awkward as hell. So the way I got it though is I was like, I wanted it so bad. My birthday was a couple of months away, and I was like, get it for my birthday, just do it. And they were like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, I will put my Nintendo 64 away until my birthday. I'll put it in a cupboard, and I won't play video games for 2 months or something. And I was obsessed. Like, I love video games, so I was like, it was a big deal, and that's how I got it. So like, my birthday rolls around, I get to pull out the N64 for the first time in months. Put Conker's Bad Fur Day in. Most irresponsible thing ever. Fantastic. I loved it. I finished that game. And it was like, as a kid, I couldn't finish a lot of stuff because I was a stupid kid. Like, you know, finished Mario's and things like that, but I would, you know.
I don't think I finished Mario 64. It's Mario 64.
I finished it. I didn't 100% it, but I definitely finished it. I definitely 100%ed Conker's Bad Fur Day. I played that day in and day out for forever. And then, like, because the multiplayer mode was really fun too. Because, like, in the multiplayer, it has this setup where, like, it's Teddy versus squirrels, and it's not to do with the storyline characters even really. It's just like death matches and stuff. Yeah. So it's like really fun multiplayer where you'd like have your friends and you'd be sniping each other, or you could just verse like a whole bunch of Teddy bots, and like you could turn on cheats so that like if you katana killed or chainsaw killed someone, it would go into slow motion and like pan around the gore, all fucking cool. So there'd just be like stuffing from these teddy bears with like kind of blood mixed in, I think, just like spraying everywhere because you'd cut like half their face off and stuff. That game was amazing. It's so much fun, and it's great. Look, it is kind of good on an emulator because you've got twin sticks now. Don't play the remake on Xbox. That thing's weird, and I don't like it. But it's just fun. Like it's meant to be a shooter, and it's a really good third-person shooter. The humor's potty humor, but I like that.
Yeah.
And especially with the edge of it being this squirrel who like loves drinking and just getting fucked up, and he's like, you start the game and he's like hungover, he's like passed out in some field, and you wake up and there's like a drunk scarecrow there like giving you instructions, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? You like you have to take aspirin to like walk properly. Like you start the game and you're like, oh, you're just like throwing up all the time and stuff, and you have to talk to this fucking guy to get aspirin so that you can like.
Of this?
Rareware. Yeah, that's a Rare game. Yeah. It's a Rareware. It's like the last Rareware game. Apparently they weren't getting paid by Nintendo and stuff while they were making it. So like they just kind of put it together as like a passion project and stuff in the end. And it was sort of towards the end of Rare, I think. I don't want to get this stuff wrong. But,
I mean, they kind of you can kind of tell like in Banjo-Kazooie you jump in a toilet and
yeah, they've got this kind of like tongue-in-cheek humor in it, definitely.
But definitely not to the same extent as Conker's Bad Fur Day.
No, Conker's Bad Fur Day was like, they were just like, whatever. And like, there's great fights. There's all references to movies. Like, there's a really fun Matrix sequence where you get to do like cool like jumps and like do slow motion bullet time stuff. And like, you fight an alien like from the end of Aliens, like in a loader. Yeah. You recreate the scene from the end of Aliens where you fight the queen, throw her out of an airlock and stuff. So there's just like, it's heaps of fun stuff in it, and it's a really great game. Yeah, it's just like it's a real love letter to like nerds. Like it's full of potty humor, so if you're immature, you're gonna love it, and it's fucking great. So made a sequel to that, I'd be really into it. And that's what was wrong with the Xbox version, because they just remade it for some reason, and they gave us like a different combat, like a different multiplayer mode that wasn't the same, and it was like multiplayer was perfect. Storyline needed to be different. Like, you're just completely the wrong way around.
What happened with Banjo-Kazooie? Like, the same deal. They had the secrets at the end of Banjo-Kazooie. Remember you could get the keys, and they were going to do, like, a swap and...
Yeah, the swap. The hot swap. Yeah, but then it was too dangerous for systems. They'd actually break your 64 potentially. I love that idea. They carried over in the Xbox version.
They did.
Yeah. If you download it off Xbox Live or whatever, you can do that. You can actually do the swapping between the two games.
Dewey and Kazooie.
Yeah, because because Microsoft bought it out, so they've got the rights to it and they publish it. And apparently, you can do the swapping stuff and the key swapping stuff in that. Yeah, which is really cool. I really like that they realized it and they actually decided to use it and stuff.
It's a good thing. I mean, I should probably get that and just.
I mean, if you've got an Xbox and stuff, definitely, it's like. I mean, if you like the games and stuff, it's worth it to play it. Updated graphics, definitely. Cool. Is that question time? Please feel free to tell us
what's the game you wish never existed,
and also that does exist or would exist.
Yeah.
What's a perfect game? What's a bad game? Give us a test. A little litmus test.
Just crossing out stuff we said about on the list.
Oh, so good you made a list.
Games that came out this month.
Oh,
have you got a list of that?
I do. Maybe games.
I didn't go for like today. I went for this month.
This month? Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can get this month specifically.
And I just picked a couple of random games. There was Batman Forever, which I played. It's on Snap.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. So you know.
I picked Robin, and there's like a level. The first level.
Yeah. You like, picked Robin?
Yeah, Robin. You should see it. It's like, it's crazy.
I think I know the game. Yeah.
I couldn't get past the second like room though. Like you go through the door. And then there's the next room, and you can shoot like your grapple thing from your belt, and then you just swing around the room, and it's like, where do I go now?
What am I doing?
So I gave up on that. But that came out in 1995.
1995. It's retro.
1995. Then there's a game called Fire Striker. Have you heard of that?
Fire Striker? No, I haven't heard of that. That sounds cool though.
Came out this month, 1994.
94, yep.
And it is, what's that brick breaker game where you got a ball and you're like...
Alleyway, tennis, it's called sometimes. Breakout, I think.
Yeah, Breakout,
yeah.
It's like an RPG, and you're a knight.
What?
Yeah, and you have to walk around and you have to spin and hit a fireball into bricks to break them, then you move on to the next level.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Guys. It's actually really cool.
That sounds really interesting, actually. Can we play... Tetris 2 came out today.
Really?
1994, Tetris 2 on Game Boy. The sequel to the Tetris.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. I'd like to.
I'd like to actually play that. Like I did play a little bit of it, but it actually seems like a fun game.
Yeah, maybe we should.
And this one came out. What's the date? Is today the
27th today?
28th.
I'm looking at 27th stuff. It'll be 26th for our international, 28th, 27th for our international viewers. I'm on international time.
This one came out on the 30th, 1992.
992.
Called Space Megaforce.
That is the best name.
And it's a Galaga.
Oh, okay. So it's like
a style, like where you're just a ship and you're moving along and you shoot them up.
Yeah.
But it has like voiceover.
Okay.
So when you get
was this on PlayStation?
It's on SNES as well. All these are on SNES.
With a voiceover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me more. Like you get a power up. It doesn't really it progresses just random power ups thrown at you, and so you get a power up and it says double bullets and then you double bullets. Multi-direction.
That's awesome. I love that.
And it's just that's it.
That sounds fun. That sounds really cool. I'm not noticing much notable today. Tiny Toon Adventures. If you're in Tiny Toons like I am, it's gonna mean something to you. That was a PlayStation Tiny Toons game. Batman Forever on SNES.
Yeah.
Also on Game Boy, Genesis. That came out on everything at once.
But I think it must have been a release with the movie, do you reckon?
I bet. Like Judge Dredd came out in Japan today.
Really?
Yeah, the Judge Dredd SNES game. Like Justice League Task Force. It was a big time for comic book games in Japan. Tetris Attack on SNES. Nothing super notable, I guess. What
was it?
The French version of Final Fantasy VIII came out today in 1999.
That's pretty happy.
That's kind of cool to get a Final Fantasy on podcast.
Is Final Fantasy VIII
it's one with the Gunblade?
The Gunblade, yeah.
Yeah, with the guy with the fists. No, I wish Pezzo was here because he'd know. He's much better at Final Fantasy than I am.
What's his name? And it's got the cool cutscenes.
Is it 7? I swear 7 has the fist guy. No.
You have like best friends that got fists, sort of like Walker, except Walker has a ball, so that doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to remember. I did used to play Final Fantasy VIII.
I played a bit of Final Fantasy VIII. I played a bit of Final Fantasy VII. I love to death Final Fantasy IX. Like that is my favorite Final Fantasy game ever. It's the one I've played the most of. It's the one I've rented when I was a kid.
10.
That's cool. 10, I've heard 10's pretty good.
Titus?
Tide. Ha 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 ha! That laughing guy. You gotta remember how to laugh. Let's practice.
Oh yeah. I think that's Walker that says it's a Titus. And there's Auron. I can't remember. I played it ages ago. But I think that's the game I played the most because I've had friends who are playing it with us.
Exactly. Yeah. I had a friend who was going through, that was it. Like on the weeks that I didn't have Final Fantasy IX rented, my other friend did.
Yeah.
And we just alternate constantly and basically kept it out of the store. And then someone rented it and scratched the crap out of it.
Oh really?
Yeah. I went in and I was like, "Can I please get Final Fantasy IX? I'm the kid that always gets Final Fantasy IX. You know that." And they were like, "We are so sorry." Like someone scratched these big triangles and X's and stuff into the disc.
Oh my!
God. All the PlayStation symbols. It's like some satanic ritual. It's fucking weird.
And I was game?
Yeah, it was a PlayStation game. So it's like circle and triangle.
The disc upside down and it's like all these kids crowd around it.
Yeah. Scratch the disc. Scratch the disc. Yeah. No, that was a really crushing moment. And because it was like I wasn't gonna buy the game because I was a kid and I could only rent it really. So I was making my way through it, and that's like where I stopped as a kid. And I recently went back and played through it and stuff. I don't think I've even finished it again because it's like a long game and stuff. But it's like it is the one that sticks with me. And I've heard this theory where the first Final Fantasy is the one you like, Like the first one you ever play is usually the one you like. And
the first one I played was 8.
Okay.
10 was the one I liked.
Okay, well there you go. I mean, it might be the first one you get into. I kind of disproved that too because I played 7 first, and then I was like, I hate. Sorry, ah, crap.
Oh, no.
That was my unpopular opinion. I don't hate it. I just hate the random encounters because like I was playing through the start of 7, and I was just like every few steps I was just like I can't. Because it's another rental game. I don't have time for random encounters, guys. I want to get through the story. So that was the thing. That's interesting, though. And Final Fantasy 15 is coming out soon? The new one?
I haven't really played any of the new ones. I think the last Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy X2, or the one after X2 I played a little bit of. And it had taken out the random encounters.
Yeah.
And it had this weird, like, lion thing and it was medieval. It had, like, it was the one before Lightning.
Okay. Yes.
It would have been Final Fantasy 12.
12. Is that the one with the kind of action combat?
Yeah.
It's like live out. Yeah, it was like. Yeah, Pez loves that game. I haven't played it, but I'm really.
I didn't own it, so I couldn't really get into it. But I played like a little bit of it.
I think Pez like grinded it. Like actually was like playing it like an MMO at one point to get ultimate weapons and stuff. Like he was like really into it. I think he does that with all Final Fantasies, to be honest, though. I would really I want to buy Final Fantasy 7. Don't watch this podcast, Pez, as a surprise. I want to buy Final Fantasy 7 for him on Steam so that you can play through it for the channel and stuff, because I think that'd be really cool.
He'd love that.
He'd go nuts. Yeah, I think he'd be really into it. I think he'd want me to be there with him, which would be cool, because I haven't played through it. And if I don't have to play it, I'm not going to get frustrated with it. So that's cool, for sure. Where are we now? The next chapter. Oh, we need better lighting for next week.
I think we're pretty much done. I've got it says Alone in the Dark. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Alone in the Dark.
The very first one.
I gotta give that to you actually. Awesome. I'll gift it over to you or something. But yeah, no, the first one looked crazy, right?
Yeah, it's just all pixels, and I think I saw like a screenshot of like these crazy claws looking out of a window.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, I did see something like that.
Yeah.
No, it's cool because it's that fixed camera angle of like Resident Evil and stuff. I think
it's just like pixels.
Yeah, like really like pixelated polygons, like really low polygon 3D models and stuff. I love the look of it. I actually am really into it. Like I could see how you'd be like, oh, these graphics are bad or something, but I'm like super endeared by them. I'm like, that is cute. You're doing a good thing. I'm really excited to see what comes out.
And I've got Ultimas. I'm gonna play Ultima.
You're insane. You are so insane. What did Chris say? It took him 4 years to finish Ultima 8, and like I've never gotten past an hour in those games.
I'm gonna see how I go.
Definitely give it a go. I think it's different.
I did like do a little test run of Ultima 1, and it's just like.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
1982.
98. Yeah, it's like old school. It's like
totally old school. And I chose to be a female bobbit.
Bobbit? Yeah. What does a bobbit do?
I don't know. I could just tell by like the 4 pixels that.
The 4 pixels.
I don't know.
I'm excited to see it. This sounds really old school.
And I died straight away.
Yeah, no.
I walked like into this forest, and then like these things are going boop, 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 and then like it just hit me, and it said giant deals so much damage, and I was like, what do I do?
What do I do?
Press A. Is that an A attack?
Yeah.
A.
Kill.
And it just came up with like, I can't remember what it said. It said, oh, attempting resurrection or something like that. And then I watched as my HP came back up, and I'm dead already.
I don't know what's going on. That sounds really cool. There is another game off GOG. Good Old Games. Sponsored by Retroverse. Sponsor us. Magic Carpet. Have you ever played Magic Carpet, the old PC game? It's like a first-person Magic Carpet game where you get to like build a castle and you got to like fight other Magic Carpet drivers, I guess. Riders. I played it a lot. My godmother had the demo on her computer, so whenever we'd go over there for like Christmas or whatever, I'd just be like, let me play Magic Carpet. And I'd just sit there Magic Carpeting around for like hours. And it's basically this game where you like collect magic spells and power-ups and stuff as you go, and you can like, you start by building a base, and then you start like collecting orbs and like materials to like upgrade your base, and like that gets archers on it over time and stuff, and then you just gotta like basically just wreck shop, just like take dudes out and like kill monsters to get experience and stuff like that. And there'll be like later on levels, there'll be like other magic carpet riders that are just like trying to take you out and have bases as well.
Is it old school?
Super old school. It's like old PC, like old Macintoshes from early 90s kind of stuff. It's fantastic. I love it to death. There was a sequel as well, but I haven't played that. But the original is so fun.
I have to check it out.
It's so fun. There's like these spells to like change the ground, like terraform. And like, so my favorite thing to do once you get those is you just walk into your enemy's base and all the archers are like, and you're like, whatever. And you just make a mountain in the middle of that base and destroy it. You just take that. And then just maybe some fireballs to finish it off. And it's like one of my favorite games of all time. Like it's super old school and the graphics are bad. But
would you say it's like the oldest game that you've ever played?
The oldest game?
Like the oldest game
that I can remember?
You can remember ever playing.
The oldest game I can remember playing is the first game I ever played. It was on Super Nintendo, and it was the Addams Family.
Really?
Yeah, it was the Addams Family game on Super Nintendo, and you had to like, you were Gomez, and I had to like find a wrench. I like specifically remember being told to find this wrench and just not being able to do it because it was really confusing.
Yeah.
And just being a kid, but like loving it because I was just a kid. Like I used to play Mario and just slide down hills, and that was fun. And my mom would get really frustrated because she'd be like, "Why aren't you progressing to the goal?" And I'd just be like, "I'm enjoying myself," and just like climb to the top of the hill, wee, for like an hour or two. Like it's just. I totally get why she would have been frustrated. I can't imagine.
I think mine, I ended up with a black and white computer.
Black and white computer?
Yeah, I don't remember. It had.
Did they make this?
It was in when I lived in Darwin. I would have been like 6 years old.
Yep.
And it had Prince of Persia on it.
Oh, like the original, like side scroller.
Yeah, and it was like they had the sword. And I got
yeah.
And I remember playing that. I think that would have to be the oldest game that I played back in my memory.
I guess Addams Family isn't the oldest game I've played in my memory then. Technically. It's the first game.
It's a weird question.
Yeah, it's a hard one because like the oldest game I've played is probably like stuff from the 80s.
The first oldest game you ever played.
Asteroids. I used to play Asteroids on an old Mac that a friend had.
Yeah.
And that was like the literal like triangle
one with
the weird like shapes coming in and stuff. I used to play a lot of that, and like stuff and like weird ports of old arcade stuff and things like that. So it would have to be like old arcadey kind of stuff on computer.
Yeah. Pinball
maybe. It's a pretty old game, right? It's from 50s. Pinball's a video game, right?
I don't know.
I'm obsessed with pinball, by the way. The hotel I was staying at over the week, it had Jurassic Park pinball. Oh my God. I cannot tell you how many dollars I gave that machine. It was like broken, it was bad, and I was just feeding money into it. I was like dun 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 dun. It was like the best thing ever.
And you have to like shoot the pinball into T-Rex's mouth.
Yes, you did.
That sounds incredible.
Amazing. And you had to like reenact things from the movie, kind of. So you're like turning on the fences again and like reactivating parts of the park. Kind of.
I guess it would be like a video game.
It basically is.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing. Like it's a simulated event. I used to play Mario Pinball a lot when I was little as well. Like they had one at the cafe in town.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it was like. Yeah, I grew up with it a lot, and I love really good pinball machines. Like I get really into them, and like this one was cool too because it had like the old guy from Jurassic Park saying all his lines really like condensed, like really poorly condensed down. So it was like, "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and I was like, bam, 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 and I was so like, good. I was in love. I was my girlfriend would come down because I'd leave when she was like still sleeping in or something, and I'd just go down and be like. Just gonna play some fucking pinball. And she'd be like, she'd text me and I'd be like, oh, just downstairs. And she's like, why? And I'm just like, playing Jurassic Park pinball. Onto my third multi-ball, like loving my life. Cause like, and like to stop, I'd like get the balls wedged in the paddles to like text, and I'd be holding it with one knee and my finger, and I'd be texting. I was like, just got my multi-ball, and I'd have like a couple of fucking pinballs lodged up in my paddles and stuff. It was insane. Like it was so. I got way too into it over the week, and we almost finished Borderlands as well, just as a little tidbit. Yeah, we got up to the last boss, but we didn't get there, so don't spoil it. But that's what I did over the week. I got really obsessed with pinball.
That's a good thing to do, though.
It was fun. It was really good. Watched Halloween movies. I do a movie podcast, so I might talk about it then more. But I might link that when I can be bothered.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
No, I don't think I've even got an episode out yet. I've got a few recorded. Like I got to get them out like over the next couple of days. We're launching in the next couple of days. If you like movie podcasts, I'm sure I'll be promoting it soon. But yeah, we do movies. We talk about them, and we're doing our Halloween recording on Friday, but then it's not going to come out for like a few weeks, so it's going to be Spooky Christmas.
Yeah,
Spooky Christmas.
Oh,
yeah,
I think we've spoken about it a lot.
Sorry, I'm at ramble point at this as well. I'm just
ramble point.
I'm coming back down off that coffee I had at the start, and I'm just like,
I got like 3 glasses of water in me, and they are
ready to go. I forgot to talk about the contest, so I'll do a separate update video. We're doing a contest for anyone who's watching this point of the video. We're giving away a $15 to $20 Steam game, I think is what we've decided on.
Steam?
Yeah, I mean, it just lets you pick what you want, and it makes it a bit easy for us. I was going to pick something off GOG, and that'll be the next one, I think, because it'll give me a bit more time. I'll give away something that maybe is popular on the channel or something. But for the time being, a $15 to $20 Steam game could be yours if you just have to basically share your favorite video from the channel on whatever social media. If it's Facebook, it might be harder for us to track that.
Yeah.
But Twitter is really easy for us to keep track of. Just tweet at us and tweet out your favorite video or series or whatever. And that's all you have to do, really, is just share something. And that's not hard, is it? You can share this. I don't even care. And then we'll compile those people into a list. We'll get back to you in a week on the next cast. I'm hoping to announce it. I'll do an update video after this so that it's separate. But yeah, what we're going to do is give away a game. I'm trying to explain it more, but it's really simple. It's really simple. It sounded more complicated when I was planning it. I was like, so then you got to share a video. And it's easy. No, it's easy. I think a lot of people enter by accident, and then I'm going to pick randomly, and then I might pick someone who didn't even know, because it's just anyone who shares a video within the next week gets entered, basically, in the thing. And I'll make a separate video, though, like I keep saying. So, yes.
All right.
Thank you very much, Kieran.
Thanks,
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
For joining us briefly. Our Pixel Pal, Chris. Sorry that we didn't get you in until later on, and then you had to leave for uni. That was a bit weird, but we'll do it better next time you want to join in for sure. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been here during the live stream, thanks for tuning in.
For sure.
It actually means a lot to us that you join us for the live thing. That's why we like putting it out live. Because, yeah. Thumbs up.
You've seen it here first.
You've seen it here first. Hot off the press. With all the rambling still intact. I think it's something.
Oh yeah.
Something
so
fun to
check
listen
out
to
the
on the side.
SoundCloud as well.
Oh my god!
I will cut together an audio version of it, and the best thing would probably be to download it from SoundCloud, because you've got a minute max.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, if I put up more and more episodes, it's going to get rid of the old ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Until we can get it on iTunes.
Yeah, we're gonna get it up on iTunes soon. That's weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Like
just SoundCloud,
if there's a way,
Retroverse Retrocast.
Yeah, well, I'll put a link up in the description to this video once it's a video, and I'll probably I tweet it out every now and then because I like it. It's it is really solid. Like, you did a really good job on that first one, or the second one technically. So yeah, highlights for the second Retrocast are up. If you want to go listen to them right now, Retroverse Retrocast on SoundCloud, and if you go through our Twitter, there's definitely links. Yeah. Somewhere buried in that share fest. There's like,
for sure there is.
There's just a lot of conversation going on. I really love it. Like, I love interacting with people on Twitter and stuff, and it's been really fun. But it's like, definitely buries that link. You've got to keep sharing it out. Get that official Twitter going.
All right.
Anything else? Chris will have a video out soon if you enjoyed his voice. We'll have
What
video.
was he playing?
It's been Gauntlet.
Really?
Playing Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The new Gauntlet. So that's pretty cool, because I love the original one. Can't talk about it now. We'll talk about it after the video's out, and we'll all meet back, because we've been going on for just forever now.
Has it been like 2 hours this time?
Did we nail it? Almost.
100 minutes, almost. So
it's just because we're the best at podcasts. We're really good at
chatting away.
I like it. I think it's something nice to listen to if you're just hanging out. Like, if you were playing like something that's just kind of crawly or whatever, just you know, like sort of not story driven. It might be nice to listen to. Like I definitely listen to it. Like
I think I actually listened to the podcast, like the one I cut together like twice.
Oh yeah, you would have if you're cutting it, definitely. Editing's like that. We're just gonna keep talking.
We're gonna keep conversating.
24-hour Retrocast.
Retrocast. 24 hours. We're going 24 hours.
Holy crap! Can we do a 24-hour live charity thing for
like
for the 2 year? Yeah, for the 2 year. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I might be here for 24 hours on the 2-year anniversary.
And then we can
that's a rumor I'm putting
special
out.
Guests.
Yeah, bring him in. That'd be great. Like get Pez in at 3 a.m. because he's up, and then get like you can come in the morning or something after you can like have a nice night's sleep, and I'll just be here being
24.
I've been playing Ultima for 5 hours. I'd love to live stream for 24 hours or something. Just do like a really long.
That'd be so crazy.
Could happen. Could happen. Like I'd love to get into the charity streaming and stuff. It's a really nice thing. Like I know Grabberpoint does it and stuff, and it's like really, like it's touching for me that we can do something like that. That we can actually contribute in that sense. Getting all mushy, mushing out, mushavs.com. Don't search that. It's porn.
Don't search that.
I can't wink. I'm really bad at winking.
I can wink with that.
I can open one eye after I blink. Pretty good.
And then that eye gets the teeth.
Eye gets the and.
Hey.
You guys seen Lost Boys? There's that weird scene where the old guy turns into a vampire and he's all like loses half his forehead to makeup. It's just like.
Lost Boys. Is that like the?
It's an 80s vampire movie. It's great. I watched it last night. I loved it. I saw it last night again for the first time, and then. Hey! Holy crap. Okay.
Okay, we got it.
Goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
Karen's got to get to work.
Thanks for
Everyone's
watching.
gotta do stuff.
Like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching YouTube, upload. Or do that anyway if you're watching this.
Yep, like, share. If you like a video, it automatically shares it out on Twitter pretty much for us.
We like likes.
We like likes a lot. We like you like liking us.
Yeah.
I
like.
So yeah, feel free to do that. That's how you enter the competition. You'll probably do it by accident. Because that's sort of how I wanted to design it anyway. I was really
conversating again.
Goodbye. Stopping broadcast. No.